We are back. Time for treasure map stream. Doing it a little later today. Doing it at night. I guess if my Roy Rogers before we started. Man, that's good. So, let's see. Yeah, no, it's funny, like, we usually do Treasure Cruise streams during, like, the afternoon, but we did streams in Sword Art Online and Monster Hunter the last couple of days during the afternoon because of the availability of my work. There wasn't any work available during the day, it was there at, like, night. Today I actually had work available during the day. I didn't know if there would be any at night, so I was like, I told y'all yesterday, hey, we'll do the stream, like, around my work schedule. So that's why we're doing this stream tonight, because I went ahead and I got enough work done today that I'm not going to do any more after this stream's over. I'm probably just going to relax. Watch out, Haley, I need room. Thank you. So, I did one more multi, like I said I was going to do. I didn't realize that the little boundary challenge things, it's not for, like, getting a certain score in PKA, it's for it's like at the end, if your score's at, then you get those rainbow gems. I thought I would get them immediately, so, or not rainbow gems, rainbow tavern medals. So I had to use 6 rainbow tavern medals to do one more multi. Unfortunately I didn't get Doc Q or Lafayette. I got another Kuzan, if you can believe it. Lucky me. But I did get Elbath Chopper. So our team versus Garp, I think is the one that changed. Which side do we need to go to this one? So one of the teams changed. I'll see which one it was. Whichever team that I had Morley and Karasu on there to remove poison, I've replaced them with Chopper, and I took Stanson out and put Luffy on the team because there was an oversight in my team building where I was talking about, like, yeah, Luffy needs 5 characters for his tag, but Zoro and Sanji, they only need 4. Well, Doc Q and Kuzan are Egghead tagged. Lafayette's Elbath tag. So, with this team as is change, where we replace Morley and Karasu and Stanson with Elbath, Luffy, and Chopper, works now with a friend Captain Lafayette, so you can get the most points. And you saw, or you can also see, we threw Kuzan on there instead of Kobe, because the only reason we had Kobe was to remove the special bind. So if we have Lafayette and we're meeting the requirements for his tags, with Luffy being 4 Emperors, Kuzan being Blackbeard, then we're getting the special bind removed that way, so we don't need Kobe. You need to go, like, lay down over there. We were just, like, playing and stuff. But I need this room for, like, the iPad. So watch out. So both teams can run Lafayette friend captain. Now, the team that I built before for this one that didn't need a Lafayette friend captain, that team does work. It's just this one gives more points. So if you can do the other one, it works better. I mean, if you can do the other one, do it. This one just works better because it gets more points and stuff like that. There was another small oversight in the Kobe fight where I mentioned that Lafayette, I thought he made all characters quick slots matching. That's not true. But even with Buggy changing the quick slots that we do have, it's still totally fine. Like, we'll still beat it. So let me, like, check, like, my order of specials here. Oh, I still have it wrote on there saying, like, Kobe, so I need to, like, edit this later for me, but, Chopper. And then, Luffy to remove the paralysis. Do we need Kuzan on the final stage? No, okay. So yeah, Chopper, he gets rid of the poison. Luffy, he gets rid of the paralysis. You can do... You can do Zoro and Lafayette's, Superclass. They're not needed for the final stage. You need more damage on this one. You can actually use Lafayette here because he gives you a 3-turn chain boundary, so you can get extra damage here. And you can use Kuzan on this stage also. So that way you get the clock buff, so you'll get resistance down on the next stage. And then I put the Sengoku support on Kuzan, so that just tap with him last. If damage becomes like an issue here, it doesn't look like it's going to be. Because we still have Lafayette, and then Kuzan would have an attack and an orb buff. Okay, now when you get to the next stage... I didn't even see what Luffy's, like, Superclass did. Is it more resistance down? No, save Luffy's, because that'll give you Super Tandem on this stage. So save Luffy's for here. So you want to use Zoro first, so you can get territory, because you need the territory for Usopp to give you the better set target status. So keep that in mind. The support on Usopp for the Brook lets us get that percent damage reduction attack buff. And we can now trigger Luffy, so Luffy will get a tandem orb, so we can have super tandem. I buffed our color affinity again, which is nice. And Zoro will, by relaunching Zoro that second time, he buffs the attack buff by a little bit. So then obviously you just want to tap with Kuzan and what's his name last. Oh, I forgot about the super burn. Yeah, you just gotta be careful. Like, just don't hit 3 perfects. Probably tapping with like Lafayette and Kuzan will probably be enough to kill for like a long time. But just be careful not to hit like the perfects there. So keep that in mind. But that's the change to this team. Again, it does work as intended. The earlier team, the team that I mentioned in my breakdown video that had Morley and Karasu, it had Kobe, it had Stanson. It's just this team not only gets you more points, it works. It's better. Because with the other one, like Kobe and Morley and Karasu, they weren't boosted by both captains. This way everybody's boosted by both captains, I believe. Yeah. They would because Kuzan was striker class also, I believe. Get rid of these. It's fine. There's an enemy in front of us, so I don't want to use that because we might run into them. I'd rather just save it. Nice, we get stamina refill. Good shit. Ooh, 100% refill. Nice. Yeah, that I totally, like, I didn't check Lafayette's tags. I guess that's on me for, like, when I was making the teams. That's on me. I didn't check them when I even tried the team. I just saw, like, okay, I actually have a lot of Lafayette friend captains. Let me just try taking him as one and see what happens. Then when I saw, like, when I activated Luffy to remove the paralysis and I saw it did the color affinity, I was like, wait, but don't I only have 4 of the tags? And that was when I checked Lafayette's and I saw, like, oh, he's classified as an Elbath character. So that made, like, a big difference, as y'all are able to see. But, I got lucky, though. I guess Kuzan gives you, like, 100% chance for your nav charts, I'm assuming. I only say that because... I got... Like... On the first map, I got nav charts. All of them were 100, and they all passed. Or well, obviously they all passed. They were 100%. They got me 16 more levels. So, obviously that helps with, like, getting points in the long run, speeding up. Is Kuzan striker? I need to, like, check and see. And the other team was stronger than the one we had before because Lafayette and Kuzan are obviously, like, higher boosted units. They have, like, better statistical buffs and stuff like that. Let's see here. What was the order of this? Lafayette first, remove the chain the chain boundary, give us a better chain boundary. Then we'll trigger his super class because we don't need it later on. So here's what I meant, like, we all get the full board of quick slots. It's only matching for our strikers, but that's fine. Or our strikers and quick characters. Next was Kobe to give us a 3-turn orb buff. And then Ace gives us a 3-turn attack buff and cuts our health so we can get Garp's territory on the next stage. And there you go, we can just easily clear that one. By the way, thank you to BH Tundra. I saw your follow came through after the last stream. So thank you so much, Tundra. I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so we activate Kuzan first. And since there's an orb change, then we can go ahead, .Q support will remove the final turns of bind. And then we can go ahead and trigger Garp support, or Garp special. And his support will give us a color affinity buff. Ah, that's right, Lafayette buffs color affinities with his captain ability. Good. I forgot about that. And then we can go ahead and take out Kobe. I don't remember if you get a conditional buff with Garp. I know he does defense down, but I don't know, like, if when you super evolve him, if he gets a conditional or what. Got my headphones on. I have Naruto on in the background. I muted it for commercial. Totally forgot to unmute it. We're in the middle of the tuning exams right now at the Forest of Death. Getting towards the end of it. It's when they're fighting the Hidden Rain Ninja. Yeah, I don't know if I said this on, like, the last stream or on either the Monster Hunter stream yesterday or the SAO stream the day before. But yeah, I found out I told you I watched the Yu-Gi-Oh channel. I watched the Yu-Gi-Oh channel on Roku and stuff like that. And I watched the High Dive channel too. Whenever they play, like, Say Yes Sir, I'll always cut it on. It was on another day when I was working. Yesterday, actually, after my stream, I was watching it all while working last night. But, I digress there. on Amazon Prime, they have like free live channels also. And they have a Naruto channel and a Sailor Moon channel. I saw Sailor Moon R was on. But when I saw it was a tuning exam, I was like, hey, good. Like, just throw it on just so I can listen to it like while I'm like streaming and stuff like that. Just because I like using like the light of the TV. And when we're playing like the PlayStation, I have it anyway. Alright, I need to like update this like real quick, this guide, so I can like make sure I'm following it right. Take off Kobe because we took him from the team. Alright, I think I got it right now. There we go, okay. Now I got it, like, updated to reflect the right characters I'm using. Man, I had a very, like, fortuitous, like, turn of events happen today. So, I can't remember what I was, like, looking for. Because, like, I bought, like, I told y'all yesterday I bought, like, this stuff for the cats. Like, I got it delivered because there was a good, like, deal I had on DoorDash. I had, like, $20 off, like, my grocery order for, like, their groceries. So I was like, oh, this is great. Did I put Kuzan on here? No, I didn't. Let me like Chopper, Luffy, Lafayette, Zoro's, SC, and then Kuzan. That's right, because we want the clock buff. We want the stuff on the next stage. Oh, and he has a support on him. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, now Lafayette. And not Zoro's special. Just his SC, just for some resistance. So. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember what I was opening DoorDash for today. But I had that great deal yesterday on kids' groceries. But I saw it say, like, today only up until, like, 80,000 redeems or whatever. If you got, like, $100 in groceries, they were going to do $50 off on your groceries. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Because there was stuff I needed to get, but I was going to wait until I ran out of, like, some more, like, essentials. Like, stuff I'm always, like, eating or drinking or whatever. So, like, mainly, like, when I ran out of milk. When I ran out of milk, then I was going to be like, okay, now I'll get, like, all my groceries and whatever, right? But there was stuff that I was missing, right? So when I saw that, I was like, oh, fuck that. Like, I'm getting it today. Like, I'll get milk, like, later when I need it. But, like, $50 off on your groceries? And for $100 of groceries, right? So half price of it. I was like, I'll just order it now. Like, because y'all know how, like, standard of living is today and how hard it is in general. Like, anytime you can get deals like that, like, you know you're gonna have to buy. You know you're gonna be buying that stuff later down the road. So it's like you want to just set yourself up for the best case scenario. I forgot to use that slingshot on the last turn. To like just better like save money when you can, because it's just like stuff is just so expensive like nowadays. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that like really surprised me. I was like, wow, that's a really good deal. That'll go past the stamina refill, so I'll go fight Toshiki. And now I can use that, like, slingshot. It was the same, like, getting their, like, cat food and stuff. Like, they weren't out yet, but I'm gonna buy the cat food anyway. Why not go ahead and do it now? And I can get $60 worth of, like, their groceries for $40. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you have the money right then for that, it's just so smart to do that, because you're going to save money in the long run. Like, yeah, I had to spend, like, $50 today. I didn't really want to, but, like, guess what? I don't want to spend, like, $100 combined later. You know what I mean? Just had to be, like, smart with it and stuff like that. Hopefully we don't run into issues with, like, needing Lafayette friend captains. Like I said, the other team versus Garp can work, so if I need to pivot and, like, do that one, I can. Also, I was playing, Persona 3 Festival last night, after work. I was just like relaxing and stuff before I went to bed. It's the first time playing through the game. I think I mentioned that before on the stream. But, what's the order of specials again? Give me just 1 second, guys. Oops, wrong one. Okay, I'm back. I had to just check something on my phone real quick. Yeah, Lafayette first. Lafayette, Buggy, Kobe, Ace. Yeah, I was playing Persona 3 Festival last night, right? And I beat the 3rd full moon boss fight. So I'm making my way through the game. Slowly but surely. But hey, there's no reason to rush. Alright, Kuzan. And Garp. Oh, but what I was starting to say that about the groceries for, I was just trying to say, like, it was fortuitous because I had, like, not just to save the money, but because I was getting the groceries today and stuff, I had a very, very good dinner. I ended up having a lobster roll for dinner because I had it on my grocery list to buy stuff for, like, some different, like, sub sandwiches and stuff like that. So I made myself I had a lobster roll tonight. It was really good. I'll have another one tomorrow. Because I got like the lobster meat. I kind of like split it in half. Speaking of the tuning exam arc here, I like in Shippuden the tuning exam arc that they show where Shikamaru was in charge of it and Sakura had to team up with Choji and Ino and stuff. That's a really like fun one. It's a fun arc. You need to lay down or chill. I gotta have the iPad over there. This way. Wait. Lay down. How many points do we need for TM anymore? I totally forgot, chat. This is the latest like I've ever started like a treasure map. Like yeah, like when I first got up, I tested my teams, just so whenever I streamed, I would know if they were ready or not. But then I had to like work and stuff, so I didn't really start the treasure map until we did this. And this is definitely the latest I've ever started one. But yeah, once I Loopy. What was I gonna say? Well, I don't know. I forgot.
Hi.
Can you use Zora there? Because, like, might as well, like, save the resistance down to the final stage. Hoping to get some more time playing Persona 3 Festival tonight. I usually play on, like, Fridays. I know I told you about that, like, Fridays, like, my day when I play games that, like, I'm not streaming or won't stream, which is, like, always, like, SMT games. Just so I can, like, slowly, like, immerse myself into them and not... Even though, like, y'all don't spoil anything, but I don't want to spoil anything for y'all and take away the experience of y'all playing it, because SMT games, like, they're just so story-heavy and stuff like that, so... Damn, I keep forgetting about that burn. I gotta be careful about that. It's gonna get me killed. I could probably swap the ship to get some more HP. Buy myself a little more, like, wiggle room with the, buy myself a little more, like, wiggle room with the super burn. I'll look about that when we get back. Hey, C chart. Get rid of the 5-1. Like I said before, the lower numbered ones are more valuable Because say I use the chart for a 5 and I didn't get it, I'm guaranteed, unless I have like one of the rare, like, you know, the boost you get that increases like your roll, but I'm guaranteed to get a 5 or lower, which means if I don't get it, I'm going to get at least one more chance. Like, you get what I'm saying? But if it's one space away and you don't have a 1, anything but a 1, you miss out on that opportunity. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, let me check here. Does Hoei... Hoei doesn't give any HP buff. Boost top right characters HP by 20,000. Does Zoro's captain ability, does it even like multiply HP at all? HP by 1.2. Okay, so yeah. Then there you go. We'll give we'll try the, what's it called, the whale shark ship. We'll see if it works. I actually got this is so rare that this happens, but I actually got, I had this ship set as because it's the only one that I had to remove bind, I think. Yeah, that one removes the 2 turns of despair. But I did my free upgrade on the ships, and I got this one to. I just randomly got the one that had all 5, or all 3 were like level 5, so I was like, fuck it. What's the Coated Sunny? It's like shit. Coated Sunny reduces 2 turns of bind, so you could use the Coated Sunny, the regular Sunny, or Coated Sunny, the regular Sunny, or the Going Merry. But they all do the same attack buff and all make perfect easier, so it doesn't really matter, just as long as you have a ship that removes 1 turn of bind. Alright, we'll go ahead and jump back in there. Okay, this is the one we need Garp and Kuzan in the end. I'm trying to like remember the order I gotta use them in. Very good. Trigger Kobe. Trigger Ace. It's funny how like this team like ends up working together. Literally like a part of it's thanks to Kobe buffing strikers for boost. Alright, got Q. If for whatever reason, by the way, chat, if you're like, just assume like you're using this team exactly like how I have it set up. If you get to this stage and everybody has paralysis slots. Nobody got block slots. You can use Garp before Kuzan, because Garp will change those paralysis slots into matching, and then Kuzan can like change the orbs. Like he'll change them from matching to matching, but I don't think, like, if they were all paralysis slots, his special, obviously, it wouldn't change them. So if no slots change from the special at all, I don't think the dot Q support would trigger. I think a slot actually has to change, so just keep that in mind. If you get there and buy, like, RNG, like, they're all paralysis slots. Alright, we're at 2.4. Let's go check our rewards. 30 million is what it goes to, okay. Where I'm at now, like on the Naruto channel, they're just now starting the tuning exams at preliminary rounds, so you know it's getting close to the fight. Everybody, even the people that don't watch Naruto, I'll talk about the Rock Lee and Garp fight, which is a good fight. It's just that there's better fights, in my opinion. I'm a little biased. Y'all know Shikamaru's my guy, so there's, of course, a Shikamaru and Tamari fight. If I roll a 1, I'd get spaces down. Just go the other way, just to be safe. Because Alright. Go ahead and knock out these turtles. I did get caught up on where I was, like, on my weekly and monthly, like, manga. Since I missed it last week, like I was saying, I'm still not caught up on Nue's Exorcist. I'm still, like, 30 chapters behind on it, but eventually I'll get caught up on it. And the only reason why I haven't made a lot of progress in it recently is since Dr. Stone ended, I was reading both of the Dr. Stone, like, spin-off mangas. The, one about Senku's dad, the one about Byakuya, and, the one about Byakuya and the... Wait a second. Oh, duh. We use Luffy's on the final stage because of the Super Tandem slot. I was like, why wouldn't I use it now? Like, to just buff the color affinity, but I forgot. And that actually did, I see here, that made, changing the ship made a big difference in our life regarding the super burn. We can get, like, 2 more taps out of it, actually. Okay. Now this team, also, by the way, since you don't need Kobe to reduce the special bind anymore if you're running this way of it, you obviously don't need the Tashigi support to remove special bind from Zoro. So if you're looking at this team and you don't have Zoro, you don't have that 3-turn orb boost from Kobe anymore, so you can use Sanji instead of Zoro if you want. You would just use Sanji at the same time I'm using Zoro, so that you would get territory here, because again, you need the territory before you trigger Usopp. If you don't have the territory first, you get a smaller you get a not as strong set target status. And obviously, if you're using Sanji, you don't need that Brook support then on Usopp. I only have that there to get the damage reduction because of Zoro adding the damage reduction to attack boost. So just keep that in mind. So if you have Sanji, just swap him out with Zoro and you're off to the races. Sanji would probably get you... Well, no, Sanji would get you like more damage in general because Garp's weak to Free Spirit and Sanji's Free Spirit Striker, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm glad like these teams work as intended, and like I said, even the other one did too. It's just this one's stronger and does more points since I was able to, lucky enough, get Elbaf Chopper. I was hoping to get like, if I was going to get someone else other than Lafayette, I was hoping for Lafayette or Doc Q. I was hoping to get Sanji Reiju. Like, yeah, they would remove the poison too, but just in general, like, you know, you want to get like one of every legend if you can, or when you can would probably be a better way of saying it. But also because like we've seen like how good they can be during PvP and stuff like that. I did, by the way, since from yesterday's stream to now, I know I've been talking about the Goki deck I've been putting together. I actually have all the Starlight Rare Gokis that I needed ordered. So there's just a few other like pieces I'll have to like get and put together and stuff like that, but that's going to be easy because those are all going to be like normal cards, like normal rare cards and whatever. Nothing that's like a Starlight one. I'm just happy to have like whenever they're delivered in the mail, I'll have all the copies I need of Goki Suprex, Rice Scorpio, Suprex, Rice Scorpio, Twist Cobra, Great Ogre, and Giant Ogre, and Goki Rematch. I'll have Starlights of all those. Three of each to like fill up what I need for the deck. So very, very, very happy about that. I want to say, I'm going to have to sit down and like actually look once I get all the cards. But I think I got like 80% of the deck. Either now I own it or in the mail. I'll have to like sit and like actually like look at like all of them stuff. Bro, why was Hayate like always... Why was Hayate just fucking dying in Naruto? And I don't mean like... died, like yes, he was killed. Why the fuck was he always like... Did he have tuberculosis? I'm asking seriously, like... I say that because, obviously, like, he's a ninja, he's not a samurai. But, y'all know tuberculosis samurai is, like, a big, like, trope in, like, anime, manga, video games, and stuff like that, which comes from Okita-san, from the Shinsengumi. He had tuberculosis. Actively, like, while he was being the samurai that he was. That's why, like, he's just an unreal figure in, like, history. Because, like, if y'all know anything about tuberculosis, like, dude, you can't do, like, anything. Like, tuberculosis, like, if you have it, like, the reason why, like, people are, like, cough up blood and stuff, it's not just blood. Like, their lungs are, like, liquefying. They're coughing up their actual lungs. So the fact that, like, that was going on and nobody could ever, like, touch Okita-san, like, in terms of, like, swordsmanship and stuff like that, like, he was still actively a samurai battling that, bro, that shows the strength that man had, dude. Insane. Y'all know I, like, study, like, Japanese history and stuff like that, and, my, like, two favorite, like, people, damn near in almost all of history, they probably are my two favorite historical figures, is, Toshizo Hijikata and, Okita Soji, the, from the Shinsengumi and stuff like that, because, like, all the historical texts, like, the writings you see about and stuff like that, it's funny, like, the Bakumatsu, like, that's the end of samurais, and you could make a strong case that those two were the two greatest samurai ever. Like, you could definitely make a strong case for that. So it's that, I always thought that was, like, really cool and stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and... if I click here... so I have, like, a second copy of Garp. The treasure points doesn't change, so if I super evolve them, so I'll still have one for the CCAT cards to get an extra +5. I just want to, like, look up here. Boost nav levels by +1, great. And then makes it 100%, that's what I was thinking. Let's go ahead and super evolve Garp. Since it's not going to affect our points. Does he get a conditional buff? No, he just gets, like, he gets an extra bit of, I didn't realize he had damage limit break type. I forgot to, use a key on him. I can actually use that, because we are using, like, some quick characters. It'll just be, like, free extra damage, we're just leaving it on the table by not doing that. Yeah, power him up. Well, not like that, I meant limit break. Let's go ahead and use our, like, key on him. What's up, Haley? Yeah, I really want to play, like, some more Persona 3 Festival tonight if I get to. Because where I'm at, which y'all, some of y'all, anybody who's played it, they probably know, like, from me saying, like, I just beat the 3rd full moon boss, and I just did the exams, so we're about to go on the vacation and stuff like that. I could get back in Tartarus. I've only maxed one social link so far. I've maxed Judgment? Justice. I matched Justice, that's what it was. I'm really close to maxing Hierophant and Hermit, I think. Which Hermit's one of my favorites. I like Hermit a lot. But I like Hermit so much because of how much like I love Persona 2. Persona 2 is like one of my favorite games ever. The duology of it. I've been meaning to like sit down and like write out like a 10 games to know me, 10 like manga to know me, 10 anime to know me, stuff like that. I just haven't got around to it yet. And I'm just wondering, like, the game one would be like interesting because I swear, like, as I keep beating SMT games, which I beat like over 15 so far. I want to say 17, but I'm not 100%. It's either 16 or 17 that I beat. They're just all so good that I really want to, like, once I get to where it's like, alright, I've beaten, like, hell, either all or all the SMT games I plan on playing. I kind of want to just see, like, well, let me see some other Atlas games. That was part of why I got, like, Stella Dues. Because I was like, Atlas? Alright, check. That's one good thing for it. And then the character art was done by one of the Persona character artists. And I like looked at the characters, I was like, yeah, they look awesome. This is great artwork. Check, that's another one for it. And then seeing it was like a tactical RPG, it just... It didn't look identical to it. I won't know how similar the play is until I play it. But it just reminded me of Devil Survivor Overclocked, which y'all may know, chat, like talked about before, is my second favorite game all time. Absolutely love Devil Survivor Overclocked. It is a masterpiece. I cannot recommend that game enough to people. The second game is very good, but it's not as good as the first one. It has some nice quality of life changes. It has an insane like nerf in it for one of the like things you would kind of like exploit in the first game in Overclocked, but I highly recommend that game. I know a lot of people are like, oh, re-release it on Switch. Like, that'd be so great. Like, re-release it on Switch. Dude, just re-release it. Like, to me, like, I don't think Devil Survivor 1 or 2, I don't feel like either needs a remake. I just feel like they just need a port. If they get ported so more people can play them, phenomenal. That'd be awesome. And this might be a little controversial of a take, but I don't think, and I love this game. It's one I just recently beat, and it made such an impression on me. Shocker, an Atlas game made an impression on me. And that is Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. I don't think it needs a remake. I think it just needs to be ported. I think the game is perfect as is. And it looks so good and so right. Like, it just looks... Is it the best looking PlayStation 2 game ever? No. It's not. Me personally, I haven't seen every PlayStation 2 game, but I would say probably the best looking PlayStation 2 game that I've seen, I would probably put Final Fantasy 12 up there. But it looks so right as a PlayStation 2 game. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's like when you think about the hardware of the PlayStation 2, and if you picture in your head, like, what would a PlayStation 2 game, like, look like? Like, what's that kind of feel or like emotion conveyed through like the graphical? I guess you would probably say like limitations of the console and stuff like that compared to other stuff, or its capabilities compared to what came before it. And I just feel like it just delivers on that. Like I was. That's part of the reason where I was like, even though like there may be a Devil Summoner 2 remake coming eventually, fingers crossed, and they've already remade the first one, I still bought the PlayStation 2 versions on my PS3 last week because the other game, it looks so good. And I've seen like a Devil Survivor, not Devil Survivor, Digital Devil Saga. It looks just so good. It's awesome. Like I can't explain it. It captures like you look at it and you're like, this is a PlayStation 2 game. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like that's not a negative or anything at all about it. I don't know what they hear outside, but they're really listening. Both those failed. This is a chance to knock out 3, but there's only 2. I'll go ahead and use it because I would get more points on this stage than the other one anyway. That'd be cool if it tried the 3rd one again. But it's funny, like, I think other people agree and get, like, what I'm saying. Because I've seen people say that about Nocturne, SMT3. I've seen a lot of people say, like, hey, you know, the HD version exists, but don't... Give me 1 second, chat. Do you hear this, chat? That's what the cats are going like crazy about. Let me cut the sound off on the OPTC in case it starts again. So I don't know if that was coming through on the microphone, the video, and stuff like that. It was so loud that I had to take my headphones off and stuff like that. There's a cicada either on the outside wall right here. It's on the front door. I was watching my microphone's like levels and I saw it was like going. Yeah, there's like a cicada on the front door. Because I could hear, now I took the headphones out, I could hear exactly where it is. It's like right there, and that's why the cats are like looking at it. I just want to make sure like the door's locked and stuff like that. Not that I think the bug's gonna come in, but I mean, I just don't want the cats to be around it. I don't want them to like the door accidentally come open. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Yeah, I just want to make sure the door is like locked and shut all the way. Because, like I said, I got those groceries earlier, so I just wanted to be sure like it was shut all the way. And like that's why the cicada wasn't so loud. Was the door like wasn't shut, like it was ajar or something? But no, it's just that fucking loud. Dude, That's crazy. It's like on the front door that loud. But it's funny, like it don't bother me. I like cicadas, but they'll keep the cats entertained, I guess. Because now he's already like over the door. That's also why I want to make sure the door's like shut and locked properly and wasn't ajar. Because I didn't want I knew like with that cicada making all that noise, I didn't want him to like go over to the door and like it'd be ajar and like pop it open. I think everybody would understand like not wanting to lose your cat. You know what I mean? Not Garp. Lafayette. Buggy. Kobe. And Ace. I was just like, I've I've heard like some loud cicadas before, but like, my god. In fact, I was hearing that through my headphones and stuff. I was like, are you kidding me? They should have like when they super evolved Garp. I don't know why they didn't. I, they should have gave him a conditional buff. It wasn't like even now, like after the super evolution, it wasn't like he has so much shit that like he's like fully equipped as a character. No, he feels like he's missing that aspect of it. Like he definitely feels like to me that he's. It definitely feels like to me that he's missing a conditional buff. All right, where are we at now? 4.1. Yeah, that lobster roll was like it was good, Chad. I ain't even on front. Had some like French fries with it too. From the burger I got yesterday when I got the like groceries for me, I had if you get Red Robin, because if you eat there, you can get unlimited refills on your sides. So if you order it, you can get a double serving of your side for no additional charge because you could have got a refill like if you're eating it there anyway. So I just I had the burger and fries last night, and then the other order of fries, the second one, I popped in the air fryer to have with my lobster roll. It was really good. I had a little like habanero like ketchup on it too. What's up, Haley? I think it's funny, like, for the people that pulled for so many copies of Luffy, of Elbath Luffy, and then they've given us so many copies for like free and stuff like that. It's very funny. Okay, so want to see what my color affinity buff is after using Luffy's superclass. Uh 3.8. Okay. God, the cats are about to start fighting, I can tell already. Because she just walked away to go be on her own, do whatever. And he saw her and just he immediately started following her like, you little son of a. Even though she wasn't doing anything to bother him, didn't even have anything to do with him. He said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm gonna go ahead and use this then. Take those points. Thank you. Another one. I'm gonna go ahead and use this then. Good shit. I'll take it. So we're about to get to 5 million already, so I'm happy about that. Like I said, it's not normal for me at all to start a treasure map this late. So I was like, oh man, like I don't want to be like playing on like Saturday and stuff like that, or even Friday night because of like my autism. I have other stuff that I do those days, but it seems like there's nothing for me to worry about. Uh, Payette, Buggy, Kobe, Ace. I still just, oh God, dude, I still don't get what the hell are they thinking about, like, making it so that not every TM legend is boosted every TM anymore. I mean, that's just a dumbass change by Bandai. Which doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just so stupid. Alright, there goes Kobe. What's today's date, by the way? 15th. So today they finally, at least it said that it was going to be today, uploaded the dub of season 2 of Mission Yozakura Family. It looked like they were uploading like the whole thing because it said coming like July 15th, and that was under like every episode. So even if they're uploading in a batch or whatever, as long as like at least the first episode drops today, I'm still just gonna watch like one episode a week, like I did before. I watch it every Friday. I watch it with Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War on Fridays once the dub of it comes out. I'm very excited though this Saturday to start. It's gonna come out the new episode, well, the new season, not just new episode of the Elusive Samurai. I'm so excited about that. That chapter, that special chapter they just had of it, like that came out last week. Yeah, that was so cool. It was really fun. Really well done, showing like here's like how different this story would have been and how these characters would have been if they were in the modern time. And it showed like basically because of how different this time period is than the time than like Kamakura and stuff like that. That they had like they were on different paths of life because like certain aspects about them like they wouldn't matter in today's age. Like they wouldn't have to be child soldiers basically like that. Like it showed them going to school rather than having to be in like a war. And it was really good. Like there was a lot of like really good moments in it. It was a really good special chapter. That guy that was the strategist, there was a really like funny scene with him where hang on a second. Oh shit. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, chat, I'm back. Sorry about that. I did this again before. In the past, I can cut this OPTC sound back on. Like I said, I was playing with them before the stream. I gave them perp pops afterwards. But I left the wrappers over there on like a end table. And there's a plant on it, and he was like up on his back feet because he could smell like, obviously the wrapper of it smells like catnip. It smells like the candy because it's catnip flavored perp pops. I didn't want him to like tip the thing over and like hurt himself because I didn't want to like fall backwards on him. So So I like go jump up and throw them away. Like second time, like I open them up and like set it down there, and I always forget to like hit it. I guess I did get it. I guess I did get Lafayette's Chain Boundary. I don't know, for some reason I was thinking like I got... Weird. I don't know, for some reason I was thinking like I got somebody else's like Chain Boundary there or something. Funny thing was I didn't get everything that I needed out of the groceries. For example, I got the teriyaki sauce. I got the like ramen seasoning that I was going to use for some noodles I had, but they were out of like the meat that I was buying. So I was like, well, the sauce and the seasoning, like, it's not going to go bad, and the noodles, like, you know, dry noodles, they aren't going to go bad. Asta, hey. I'm about to have to separate them. Give me 1 second. Oops. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to separate them. I could tell they were about to start fighting. I know it's because he smelt where those wrappers were, and then when I threw them away, he thinks like... He thinks if he didn't get something, that means his sister had to have been the one that got it. And... He was starting to like chase her and run her, and he had her cornered over by the TV. And I don't want them to like get hurt in any kind of way, because where she was, I just didn't want her like jumping like behind the TV, him chase her, and like, they get caught in like cords or something like that, or God forbid like knock the TV over because of how like heavy that is. Like that would, needless to say, that would really fucking hurt them. So that's why I was like, let me separate them. Let me let like him cool off a little bit, and let her like be able to just relax and stuff without him trying to beat her up. Because like I said, she was walking in there trying to go like just lay down. I think she just wanted to lay down. Like you saw her jump up here, like yeah, she was excited, like oh, like dad's streaming, like just because she likes hearing my voice. She, well, not if she likes hearing my voice, it's because like I'm imprinted on her. So she thinks like if I'm talking, who else is there talking? Yeah, Dada has to be talking to me. But you could see she was immediately like starting to lay down, like actually at a relatively quicker pace than she normally does. And I know that's because like she's tired from like us like playing and stuff like that. And he like seems amped up and stuff, and I don't know if it's like he's still like excited from playing, or if it's because like he was amped up because he smelled the packaging of that catnip. TREATS. He's over there. He's over there playing right now. I looked over. He had one of his toys in his mouth. Yeah, they just need to be separated for a while because she wasn't in a playing mood. She was definitely in a wanting to like sleep or rest mode. And he's big, like he's got like the zoomies and stuff right now. I can see him like running around with his like mouse toy and stuff in his mouth. So I've seen him do before where he thinks in his head like, oh, I'm so excited, like I want to play. Why don't you want to play? And he'll like start like trying to like fight her and like beat her up like, hey, spend time with me. Sibling shit, y'all know how it is. They have such like I know like a lot of animals and especially pets do, but they definitely do. Like they have like such human like big brother, big sister, little brother like personalities. They it's so funny. I think I said this before, but I'm also rewatching Dragon Ball Z and Black Clover, like while I'm working. Black Clover I'm more doing while I'm exercising, so I can pay better attention to it. But Dragon Ball Z, I'm watching like while I'm working and stuff like that. Because I know the fucking story of Dragon Ball Z. Like, I've seen it my whole fucking life. I don't need to like pay super close attention to it. Black Clover I've seen all the way through, but I've only seen it once. And it's been like years. It's been whenever it ran all the way through on Toonami and stuff like that. So I just wanted to like rewatch it and stuff while I was exercising to be ready for when the new season comes out and stuff like that. But I'm watching like Dragon Ball Z. I'm in the Cell Saga, or Android Saga, I guess, because Cell just appeared, and I forgot the Cell that they fight is a Cell from the future and stuff like that. And it made me wonder, like, why do we say future Trunks, but we don't say future Cell? And my only reasoning for why that's the case, I'm assuming, is because they have Trunks as a baby and future Trunks actively like right there, like both existing. Cell from that time period and the Cell from the future, the one they actually fight, they don't really exist. Like when Trunks and Krillin go to destroy Dr. Gero's lab, that timeline Cell, the present Cell, not future Cell, present Cell is just like in that like tube and whatever. Like he's nothing, like basically. So I think that's why we don't say future Cell. But just made me like wonder. I was like, huh, I wonder why we don't say that, because we say perfect Cell. Yeah, well that's his name. It's Perfect Cell. Cell's one of my favorite DBZ antagonists. He was my favorite for a long time until Zamasu. Then Zamasu is my favorite. I think Zamasu's the best DBZ villain. I'm sure that's like debatable to some people. I think like a lot of people would say Cell. But I think a lot of people would say Frieza. And I think they're all good and stuff like that. I feel like I would hear those more than I would hear Majin Buu. I don't know why. I guess I can refresh myself once I get back to the Buu saga. But I think the best antagonist is Zamasu. No, that's him in the litter box. I was trying to see, like, what is that at here? Like, what is he getting into? But it's getting in a litter box. We're at nav level 39? Good, 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 good. Faster we can increase the nav level, the better off. So now we're 4 away. I got a 5. I wish we had a 4, not just for that, but like... if you're on this map and you have a 4... Damn it, we might need to... Oh, there's a Lafayette. I was about to say we might need to reload the game, see if we can get, like, some Lafayette friend captains. Dude, he's making the most fucking noise in the litter box. I don't know if y'all hear it on stream, but it's loud enough I hear it through my headphones. Fuck. I took the wrong team. Shit. Yeah, I was trying to get that Lafayette friend captain and I accidentally took the wrong team. Huh. Damn, we have nobody to remove poison. Let's trigger Garp. I don't know what we need on the final stage. I can't even use Ace because he'll kill us. Yeah, I guess go ahead and use Lafayette. Just go with this. We'll see if we die or not. Yeah, we might like not be able to win. We might have fucked up there. Yeah, there's Super Burn. Okay, Kuzan will change our block slots. Kobe will give us an orb buff. Yeah, we can't use an Ace for risk of like dying. We can't use Buggy because he'll change the slots. I don't know if he would change them to poison slots, but... Damn, we beat him, but we died from the fucking Super Burn. Yeah, give up. Well, damn. Yeah, it's because I had to, like, get a Lafayette friend captain. I switched my team to, like, see, like, oh, well, let's search this way. But then... Just, like, while I, like, refresh the game. Yeah, I switched so that we could search for a Lafayette friend captain, but I forgot to switch my team back. I'm blaming y'all for that, chat. That's all I gotta say. I'm putting that, like, that blame solely on you guys, chat. Y'all should have let me know. But we'll see. We'll see if there's Lafayette friend captains. We got a little bit more stamina unless we get a stamina refill, which obviously would be best case scenario. If we don't get the stamina refill, or we can't find any other captains, might have to wrap up the stream here. We just got back in the game. Okay. Which we know that the Treasure Cruise streams, they're shorter anyway. What's our nav level? Our nav level is still at 37, so that's fine. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. Just made a mistake. We were close. We almost beat them, but... Yeah, hopefully this refresh though, and we will get some Lafayette friend captains. 2, might as well go this way. So we're a fifth of the way through the rewards we have to get those. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, I've seen you. I've seen you running wild. Yeah. You got the zoomies? Hey, let's watch out. The camera's over there. Needless to say, we got a lot of friend captains, but... Let's just go ahead and jump in here with them. Alright, let's go ahead and, by the way, chat, for the next stream, which will hopefully be tomorrow, that's my goal, hopefully tomorrow we'll stream, I'm thinking about, I want to jump back into Monster Hunter before SAO, just because where we were at, we got to a good stopping point in SAO. We cleared that chapter of the DLC. But I just feel like last night we were playing Monster Hunter, we didn't get to a good stopping point, and there was like 5 quests set up in front of us that were just like real exciting and like needed to like, or not needed to, want to do. Because we had 2 regular hunts that were monsters we'd never fought before to get the urgent hunt. Plus there's the follower hunt with Utsushi, and there's the hunt for the new or improved, I don't remember which one they said it was, but either way, for the Bunny Dongo, and that one's against the Mitsuchi, which we need the tail from to hopefully get the sword. That's why, like, I won't be where we are at right now. I really can't do any Monster Hunter off stream. Like, I can because there's still other stuff to do, but it's like I don't really want to. I'd only would want to do that stuff. Like, I would do, like, the non-urgent hunt stuff to unlock the urgent hunts. If it wasn't new monsters we had never fought before, like what we have, so... That's why, like, I want to prioritize doing Monster Hunter next before SAO. Because I'm like, okay, well, none of this I can do off stream. So if we stream tomorrow, we'll do that. That's my goal. The only way that would change would be if I got the feeling of wanting to play and wanting to stream Guilty Gear. That would be the only thing to change it. There wouldn't be a change of like, okay, instead of like Monster Hunter, we're going to do SAO. It wouldn't be like that. It would definitely be, nah, I'm actually in the mood for Guilty Gear now instead. That's what it would come down to. 1 and a 5. And like I said, once we fight, whoever this is this Hibana or is this the other one? I don't remember the other one's name. I only remember the name like Hibana. But I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's Hibari. It wasn't even Hibana. Chat, you were wrong. Alright, a 4 or a 3? Okay. Well, hey, I get another chance at it, so... A 3 or a 2, just because I have a guaranteed 1, that would be nice. Or, actually, it's not a guaranteed 1. Damn, another 1? Alright, let's see. Fingers crossed. Three, so I would go past it. We'll just go take on Tashigi. Now here we can use this. Well, because of our stamina, we might be wrapping up the stream here in a minute anyway after this fight. Since we, like, didn't land on a stamina refill. But that's fine. Like I said, the TM streams are always shorter. Yeah. I'll have to look at like where the score is at, but I don't feel like using a rainbow gem to refill our stamina. Just because like it's so early in the event. Yeah, because it's so early in the event, I don't really want to spend a gem to refill our stamina. When it's like I could get to 30 million anyway. Like over the next like couple days, like I'd rather just save the gem, especially the upcoming Super Sugo Fest. Which I hope it's Gabon. I would be more excited for it to be a Super Sugafest Gaban than I would be for it to be Loki. Because like I said, like, I like Loki, but the further they get into, like, Elbath, the more they'll have to draw from, or the more they'll be able to draw from in terms of, like, Loki's, like, super and stuff like that. So if, like, a Loki launches, I'd be more excited for, like, a V2 or V3 Loki. Just based off of that alone. Because I feel like they would have more exciting stuff to pull from. If that makes sense. Alright, let's jump back in here. One map to the bonus map, which there's good stamina refills on there, like better chances for them. I finished all my daily quests, my PvP and stuff like that, so I don't have anything else to do, so I just wanted to see what map it was. There is a stamina refill there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. Huh. I'm willing to give it, like... I'm willing to wait and see. Like, what would it be, like 6 minutes till we would get our stamina back to do one roll? Because if I roll a 4, I could then use this 5. I'd have an 80% chance to get a stamina refill. So... I'm willing to see. Yeah, whatever. We can just get through story. Like, we can let story run while it, like, does that. I gotta clear these anyway. Filter by time. Because I can just skip 6 of these. But yeah, speaking of rainbow gems, this will get more. And I need to get story mode, like, cleared anyway for whenever the Wano update comes, finally. Just to be able to get, like, those rewards when they drop. I hope, like, when they update story, I hope, like, the free-to-play characters are, like, if any, are, like, Auto Plus, like, supports. Because with it being Wano, like, you get some Auto Plus supports for some key individuals, like, Kaido's crew, obviously, like, like, attaching to, like, members of Kaido's crew, attaching to, like, Akazaya 9, attaching to the Straw Hat, stuff like that. Y'all know the kind of people that are present, like Wano, so... Alright, after I finish, like, auto-clearing these, we'll see how much time we have left. If, like, I do this one roll, and it's not a 4, then, we definitely will be stopping there regardless. It don't matter what the other number is. I'm not gonna wait on stream for how long it would take to get back for one roll. I wouldn't do that, chat. Since it was close, I was like, alright, I'll give it the chance here. Alright, let's go Emu again. How many more clears do I have? One more after this one. Alright, so... we still have one more, right? Yeah, okay. There you go. We'll do this and then we'll jump back over. Alright, go ahead and sell. Alright, how much longer? 2.5 minutes? Alright. While we're waiting on it, let me like look at the shipyard real quick. I don't even know like what I'm going to update or try upgrading next, since I finally got that today with my free ones. The Sunny. What's the dinghy do? Special charge time. Special charge time just gives you 2 turns cooldown. I already have like ships that do 2 turns cooldown, so. Paralysis, and then just attack. Where is... Coated Sunny I'd have to use Super Cola for, don't want to do that. What's one that I've already used Super Cola on I can upgrade? Special charge time. Special bind, that's actually pretty cool. This has no cooldown on it? Damn. Yeah, maybe I'll do Zunisha. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Attack down. I forgot this removes bind. Yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, I forgot this ship removes bind though, so I could use it for like a little bit more of an attack boost. If I need it, but I don't feel like we do right now. Alright, let's see what we roll, chat. Alright, hopefully it's a 4. It's not a 4, chat. Well, that being said, we'll go ahead. We'll stop here because, like I said, I don't want to wait for the stamina to come back again, just for hopes of like getting close to like where I can use a 5 or the 1 or whatever. So we'll go ahead. We'll wrap up the stream there. I see like the record was like at an hour 50 minutes. You know, I usually like try to stream that 2-hour mark for the Treasure Cruise ones, like I said, because they're just shorter streams anyway. But we'll go ahead, we'll wrap up now. And yeah, like I said, tomorrow, planning on streaming. Hopefully it'll be Monster Hunter. Hopefully I'll stream tomorrow, planning on it being Monster Hunter. unless if that changes and it's Guilty Gear that I decide to do. But other than that, guys, I'll let y'all know. I'll keep y'all updated. Hope y'all have a great rest of your night. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. Good luck in your TM runs. Hope y'all have a great rest of your night. I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks again, everybody.